year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen,
High school learning champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, and we welcome you to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park in Collinsville as we get you ready for yet another baseball game, this one between the Collinsville K-Hawks and the Althoff Crusaders. We will not have time for a pregame show. We had some technical difficulties that we had to work through. Mainly, we didn't have any audio, so we got that figured out thanks to my own personal IT guy, Glenn Woodcock. And, sir, I'm going to have to owe you a beer, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, without further ado, we are going to give you the starting lineups. We will tell you that Collinsville comes in at 0-2 after dropping the opener to Freeburg and then last night's game to Triad. Althoff comes in at 1-0. Their lone win came on Tuesday night in extra innings as they had to come back and beat the O'Fallon Panthers. So here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with the Althoff Crusaders. They're up to bat first, and they'll lead off with Nate Enriquez. He'll play center field and bat first. Shortstop Jacob Bleich is batting second. Ty Beasley holds down third and bats third. The cleanup is the catcher, Caleb Larimore. In left field, you'll find the batter in the number 5 spot, Lucas Allred. Amari Quinn is in right field and hitting sixth. In the number 7 hole is Alex Gomrick. He plays first base. The DH who will be batting for the pitcher here this afternoon is Nolan Mendoza. And the number 9 hitter for Althoff is Cal Sursa, and he will be playing second base. We'll give you the Collinsville lineup when they come to bat in the bottom of the first. Here's the defensive lineup. Riker Kane is out in left field. Kyle Moore in center field. Logan Fairfield is in right field. Nick Palmisano at third base. Jackson Perrell at shortstop. Rolando Colon at second base. Brennan Jones is at first base. Behind the plate is Josh Scrum, and he will be catching Chris Tillman. And we welcome in on the other microphone, 1974 Collinsville K-Hawk graduate, former K-Hawk baseball player, and 1982 St. Louis Cardinals third base world champion Ken Oberkfell joins us on the other microphone. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, Todd. How you doing today?
Doing all right. Let's fix that a little bit. Bring that up there. There you go. So, tell me a little bit about how your day went yesterday coaching the little kids.
It was a lot of fun. 10-year-olds listen a lot.
They do. They have a lot of questions, too, don't
Yes,
they?
they did. It was fun.
Well, your memories going back to Monday's opener against Freeburg, what do you think that these Kahawks need to improve upon?
Offense. I think, they got to swing the bat a little better. I think they need to be a little more patient at the plate and get good pitches to hit. Take what they give you.
Nate Enriquez steps up to the plate on the right-hand side, and Enriquez, he went 0 for 3 in that win over O'Fallon. That was an extra inning game. And the lefty, Chris Tillman, throws the first pitch of this game, and we are underway. Enriquez, Bleich, and Beasley with a swing and a miss by Enriquez. Are we good, sir? All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate your help. Lost my scoreboard, so we'll try to get back up here in just a moment as Tillman is ready and then steps off. And the lefty brings it, swinging a foul ball over our heads here in the press box.
Thought about diving for it.
I know, huh? You see that on TV all the time, those people sitting behind home plate, and that line drive comes right back at them, and they still flinch.
They all flinch. Yeah.
Yep. I would, too. It's only human, right?
Exactly.
Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And a strikeout victim is Nate Enriquez for Chris Tillman, and that is how this game, gets underway. Kahawks coming off a 12-4 loss last night to Triad. Triad scored 4 runs in the first inning. Collinsville clawed back. Triad got another run and made it 5-4. Kahawks came all the way back to within 1 run going into the 7th inning, and then Triad exploded for 7 runs in the top of the 7th inning to make that final score of 12-4.
Yeah, that's always tough. It's tough when you come all the way back, and the next thing you know, they have a big inning, and you're back down.
Yeah, we hope for those big innings ourselves, but
yes.
Sometimes the other team is the one who provides them. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Top of the first inning, Jacob Bleich, the shortstop. Bleich, in that win over O'Fallon, had went 3 for 3. How about that? A couple of runs scored, a couple of walks as well. So 5 plate appearances, and he made it on base every time, but not this time. Back-to-back strikeouts by Chris Tillman. And that's the way this first inning gets underway. Nice. I like it so far.
That was a good pitch right there. That's as a hitter, you just kind of tip your hat and walk back to the dugout.
Ty Beasley, the third baseman, will step to the plate now. Beasley was on base 3 times in that win over O'Fallon. He walked 3 times, and I guess he did that with the bases loaded once because he has an RBI. He did not get a hit, so that had to be the way that he got his RBI, and Tillman starts him off with a strike, and now a little high and outside. And Tillman is firing out there.
He's got a little pop on his fastball right now.
Tillman ready with the next. Swing and a miss.
He literally threw that ball right by that guy.
Sure did. That was nothing but heat.
Yes, it was.
Tillman's first time on the mound this year. And the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. How about that? A 1-2-3 perfect first frame, and 1-2-3 strikeouts it is. We will head now to the bottom half of the first. Sure would like to see some offense from these guys. We'll hopefully tell you about a little offensive push here in the first inning right after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Back here at Fletcher Field in Collinsville, I'm Todd Duke. Ken Oberkfell along with us as well. Bottom of the first, the 1-2-3 inning by Chris Tillman on the mound, all 3 strikeouts. As Collinsville gets ready to lead things off in their half of the first, they'll bring up Rolando Colon, the second baseman, followed by the catcher Josh Scrum. And then Chris Tillman himself, the pitcher, will bat third. Jackson Perrell in the cleanup spot for Collinsville this afternoon. He plays shortstop. Nick Palmisano at third base batting fifth. Riker Kane in left field batting sixth. Brennan Jones in the 7-hole playing first base. Playing center field is Kyle Moore batting eighth, and batting ninth in right field is Logan Fairfield. In that game against O'Fallon at Blazer Field the other day on opening day, Althoff started with a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. O'Fallon scored a single runs in the first 4 innings. The Crusaders got one in the second, the fourth, and the fifth. They took a 5-4 lead, and they were 3 outs away from the win, but O'Fallon tied it up until Althoff got 2 in the top of the 8th, and the Panthers couldn't answer in their half of the 8th, and Althoff won that game, and they ended up with 7 runs on 7 hits, and they committed no errors. That's a big key, too. Collinsville's committed 8 errors in the first 2 games of this season, and even though Triad committed 8 errors last night in that game, Collinsville could not capitalize on it. They only, I think, scored 1 run off of the errors, and that's something that these Kahawks will have to improve upon. Here is Cologne, and the next pitch to him is outside, and for Cologne on the year, batting 143. Early on, I'm sure that number will go up as he hangs in from the left side. 2-1 count against him. Pitcher is Blake Allen, and Allen seeing his first action on the hill, and he falls behind Rolando Colon. 3-1. We'll give you the defensive setup here for O'Fallon in just a moment. Right after this 3-1 pitch from the right-hander, Blake Allen. Here it is. Swinging a little roller down the first base side, but foul. Defensively for the Althoff Crusaders, Luca Alred is in left field. Nate Enriquez in center. Amari Quinn is in right field. Ty Beasley at third base. Jacob Bleish at shortstop. Cal Sursa at second base. Alex Gomrick at first. And Caleb Larimore is catching Blake Allen as Cologne stays alive with another foul ball, and the count remains full.
It's a good at-bat by your leadoff hitter, seeing a lot of pitches, and the guys on deck can see that too. So that's always big when you get your leadoff hitter seeing a lot of pitches.
And more importantly, Blake Allen's working a lot in the first inning to the first batter.
Absolutely.
Swinging another foul ball. He'll continue to work to Cologne. On deck, Josh Scrum. He brings a couple new baseballs to the home plate umpire. Glad that you're with us here on a Thursday, our third game here this week. A little top-heavy on the home schedule for the boys of summer for Collinsville. Softball team, they're on the road. They were on the road last night, on the road again tonight, and a walk coaxed by Cologne, and that's how you do that.
Very good at bat right there.
Did you ever lead off?
Maybe once or twice, but not very often.
Wasn't your forte, huh?
No, I was a good number 2 hitter.
There you go.
I didn't strike out, and I was willing to take pitches and also hit the ball the other way. So, yeah, I was not a leadoff hitter.
Josh Scrum comes to the plate with a runner at first base, and the first pitch to him is a foul ball out of play. So a runner at first, nobody down. Bottom of the first, no score between Collinsville and Althoff. Josh Scrum at the plate. Chris Tillman waits on deck, and Rolando Colon over at first base. He's got some speed, and he already has one of the 3 stolen bases this year for Collinsville. And the next pitch, he's off and running, and the throw, there's not a chance he's going to beat him. And that ball bounced, and by the time it hit the ground, Cologne was already in second.
Already have dust in his pants.
He had a stolen base in last night's game, too, so now he has 2 stolen bases.
He had a great jump. I was looking at his lead. He got a big lead and was almost daring the pitcher to throw over.
I believe that the man up at the dish, Josh Scrum, also has a stolen base so far this year. Carter Wagner, who came in as a courtesy runner yesterday, had the other one. So Cologne's at second. Still nobody down. Josh Scrum in an 0-2 hole. And Allen pitches to him, swinging a foul ball. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Trying to get on for Chris Tillman. We know he has a pretty good bat. Saw him hit a triple on Monday off the wall.
Big boy.
Yes, he is. Got that big power arm working, too, in that first inning.
Yes,
3
he did.
strikeouts. 0-2 pitch, another one. On the way to Scrum. From Allen. Here it is. Slow.
Away.
And now a 1-2 count against the Kahok catcher, Josh Scrum. Kahawks are wearing their dark purple jerseys today. Next delivery, that stays high and almost put that shoulder into it.
Almost did. Saw it was a breaking ball. I said, okay, you can hit me.
Josh Scrum needs a pitch a little bit in the high part of the strike zone and a little bit outside, and he can plug that right center field gap, and everybody will run for days.
Absolutely.
Cologne will be home before the ball hits the ground. That one's in the dirt, and we go from 0-2 to a full count. Got the scoreboard fixed. Didn't have the luxury of the scoreboard yesterday. Allen in some first inning trouble. Runner at second, no one out, and a full count pitch on the way to Josh Scrum. Swinging a bouncing ball. Shortstop. Bleish comes up with it. His only play is over to first, and a nice stretch and a pick over there by Gomrick. But Scrum does his job, moves the runner over to third base. There's one out for Chris Tillman.
It was a very good at-bat right there. He battled, and got a pitch. Good base running by the runner on second, too. So execution, part of the game.
Number 8, pitcher Chris Tillman.
Here's Chris Tillman, who is the pitcher today, as you heard, and he can help himself out here. Collinsville took them till the second inning yesterday to get the first run of the year after being shut out Monday by Freeburg. Man over at third base, Rolando Colon, had there's a shot down the first base line, but foul. Colon down at third base had a solo home run in yesterday's game.
Really?
Yes, he did.
I haven't seen the Kahawks score a run yet, so I want to.
I know, yeah. If they don't score any runs today, you're not invited back.
I know.
The 0-1 pitch from Blake Allen to Chris Tillman is on the way.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. That was a good pitch to hit. And I tell you what, one thing early about Blake Allen, he is a very deliberate pitcher. He takes his time working out there.
He definitely is.
Tillman in an 0-2 hole. Allen delivers outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He was 0-2 on Scrum and ended up taking him all the way to a full count. Was 0-2 on Tillman here, and that's the first pitch out of the strike zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blake Allen looks over at Cologne at third and brings one home to Tillman. It's in the dirt. Nice block there by the catcher, Larimore.
You get a guy 0-2, he's starting to nibble instead of just going after hitters. Because he's going to put this back into a hitter's count.
2-2. Althoff looking like they're the home team. They're all dressed in their white uniforms. Got the gold Althoff spelled out across the fronts of their jerseys. Here's the 2-2. Another foul ball, and staying alive is Tillman. Tillman on the year so far, batting .333. Couple of hits, triple and a single. Looking for his first run batted in, and it's only 90 feet away. Allen from the stretch delivers the next. high fly ball. Is this one going to stay in the ballpark? That's the question, and it is, and barely, but unable to get over there in time to make the catch was the third baseman Beasley, as he is right up against the fence over there.
Gave it a good effort.
So another redo. 2-2 the count to Tillman. He digs back in from the left side. Collinsville features two left-handed batters in the first three. Cologne and Tillman lefties. Sandwiched in between there was Scrum. Next pitch is low. Good eye by Tillman, and he's worked the count full.
Pitcher's thrown a lot of pitches in this first inning.
Sure has. As is usual with the left-handed batter, the outfield's move over toward the first base sign, so the big gap is in left center field for Tillman. Let's see him put one there. Strike three call, just hit the outside corner. And Tillman didn't protect himself. And watch that one go over the outside corner. 2 outs. So it is going to be up to Jackson Perrell. Perrell on the year, batting 167. Looking for something to drive here from Allen. And he had one, but just got on the top of it.
Had a hanger.
A walk and a strikeout already in this inning for Blake Allen, who's probably made 20 pitches at least by now, if not more. The 0-1 to Perrell on the way. Strike on the outside corner. Allen trying to get out of this with no damage done. After a leadoff walk by Cologne, he stole second, moved over to third on a infield ground out by Josh Scrum. Here's the 0-2 to Perrell in the dirt.
Good block by the catcher.
Again. We all know about catchers in these areas. Yadi Molina. Last night played in his 2,000th game as a catcher for the Cardinals, and that is the only player to ever catch that many games for the same team.
That is amazing.
It is. Next pitch. Swing and a shot down the third baseline. What a stop over there by Beasley. Long throw, and he throws it in the dirt, but digging it out is Gomrick, and that is the way that the first inning comes to a close. Collinsville had a leadoff man on with nobody out, made it all the way over to third, did the runner, but could not bring the runner home, so we head to the top of the second inning, and there is no score between Collinsville and Althoff, and we're back with the top of the second in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Welcome back once again to Fletcher Field here on the Woodland Park is what we call this place. I've been so used to saying on the campus of Collinsville School District since February that I keep on saying that. Or I just caught myself from saying it that time. 312 down the third baseline, 310 down the first baseline, 375 in left center field, 360 in right center field, and I was told yesterday that center field is only 355 feet away. It's actually closer than the left center field gap is.
It doesn't look it.
No, it does not. Here is Caleb Larimore. The catcher will lead things off here for Althoff in the top of the second. And a strike called as Chris Tillman's up there just throwing strikes, man.
Just throwing fastballs.
Larimore, Allred, and Quinn to bat here for Althoff in the top of the second. Took a little off of that one and stayed high.
As soon as I said throwing off fastballs,
yeah,
he drops a curve.
Sure. Next delivery on the way. Unlike Blake Allen, Tillman works quickly.
Yes, he does. Get the ball, throw it.
Get the ball, throw the ball.
And it keeps your infield, it keeps your defense and alive.
Keeps them involved instead of being bored. These teenagers get out there and start kicking some rocks around. Before they know it, there's a ball hit to them, and they didn't even see it.
Then they just got to chase it down.
Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Larimore, and 4 straight strikeouts to start this game for Tillman. Here is Lucas Alred. Alred, 2 for 4 in the win the other night against O'Fallon. Had a couple of RBIs in that game as well. Larimore, who just preceded him, also had 2 RBIs in that game. Alred stands in from the right side, and the lefty Tillman brings it. And that one's a little high. Tillman again, ready to go. That's outside, and it's one of the first ones he's actually lost control of.
Yeah, I think that one got away from him.
And Tillman, the big lefty, ready with the next. Here it is, outside and high. 3-0. So Tillman, after 4 straight strikeouts, has fallen behind Lucas Alred here. The left fielder for Althoff takes a strike. Tillman working quickly again. And he walks. So, from 4 strikeouts to the first walk.
Yeah, it's just setting up the double play.
That's what he's doing, right?
Exactly.
Number 16, right fielder.
Canucks have not turned a double play in their first 2 games, so maybe we can get one of those going on here. Here is Amari Quinn, the right fielder. Quinn, in that first game against O'Fallon, struck out twice, walked once, and went 0 for 4. Seems like everybody got about 4 or 5 bats in that game, if not more. So a runner at first. 1 out. And Tillman ready with the next for Alred. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And leaving things up at 1-1. The throwback off of Tillman's glove. Got to be careful about that when you have runners on.
Especially.
A little bit of a wind. It's blowing right down the first baseline. So the right-handers, if they can get one off the end of the bat, they might be able to take it out. Left-handers, all they have to do is pull it. And if they can get enough of it, it'll go. Larimore has his lead, and a pitch just outside.
I think the ball carries to right field pretty good in this park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the side with the least amount of trees. Everything else is covered over on the other side.
That's true.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. He offered at it. And down on strikes is Alred. Or, excuse me, Quinn.
Number 25, first baseman, Alex Gomrick.
Alex Gomrick.
Alex Gomrick, first baseman. 2 away. Runner at first. As Tillman works from the stretch and throws over there, and that one gets away, and the I didn't know what they were going to call there for a minute because it looked like the base runner ran right into Brennan Jones over there at first. And I think that actually he called Jones for interference and gave second base to Alred, even though Alred was going to make it down there without a play anyway.
That was just incidental contact, really. I mean, they're both scrambling.
That one's high and outside to Gomrick. Gomrick went 1 for 4 Tuesday night against O'Fallon. Also struck out 3 times. Tillman looks at his runner at second. That's Alred. Here's a pitch high and outside, and Tillman is either hit or miss here. He's struck out 5 and walked 1. Looked like he was going to roll right along here, and he's ran into a little bit of a hiccup here in the second.
A little bit of control. He's lost some control right now. If he gets it back, he'll be fine.
Another pitch on the way. Swinging a foul ball out of play.
One thing about it, he's got a good arm.
He's bringing some heat, that's
Yes.
for sure. Head coach for Althoff, by the way, Rick Sauger, is in his third year at the helm of the Crusaders. And a pitch that stays a little bit low, and it's now 3-1 against Alex Gomrick. Tillman now works a little bit more deliberately than he has been. Has the sign he wants from scrum. Here's the next pitch. Strike called on the outside corner, and another full count. Tillman looks at his runner at second. And a high fly ball. That's got gap written all over it. That is going to fall right at the base of the fence. And coming around to score from second is Alred. And standing into second with an RBI stand-up double is Alex Gomrick, and he tattooed that ball.
He hit that ball really well. I mean, we were just talking about the distance. That hit the bottom of the fence, so that's a pretty good poke.
Bottom of the fence right out there at the
0-0, the DH, Nolan
360
Mendoza.
mark. And with 2 outs, Althoff strikes first, and now stepping off is Tillman. Now he's ready to go, and a little blooper pitch. Looked pretty good to me.
It was a strike. Delay call by the umpire, but he did call it a strike.
And that one. One ball, one strike to count. And Tillman checks, kicks, and fires. And it's in the dirt, gets away from scrum, down to third base. We'll go with the runner, Gomrick. And a wild pitch will put another runner in scoring position. And Tillman has let this inning get away from him a little bit. Still plenty of time to recover. Nolan Mendoza, the designated hitter, up today. Where's 00 on his back?
You don't see that very often.
No, you do not. Mendoza 0 for 3 in the win over O'Fallon. He looks at another one low.
Good block right there.
Yeah, they have an 88 on this team too. I'm like 88. That's a wide receiver number.
We used to get them high numbers in spring training.
Yeah, that's when you knew you weren't sticking around very long.
We were over 60. We knew we weren't getting to be there.
Bouncing ball for the shortstop, Peril. He gobbles it up and throws over to first base, and it gets away as Peril had a hard time getting that ball out of his glove, and then he threw it in the dirt. Coming around to score is Gomrick, and Mendoza reaches on the throwing error. Two runs home now this inning.
Number 22, second baseman, Cal Yasursa.
That hitter got down the line pretty quick.
Yeah, I think that might have caught Peril off guard a little bit.
I think it did.
And Peril had a hard time getting that one out of his glove. At least he double clutched it.
Right.
And then he had to hurry his throw, and when he did, he threw it almost straight down into the dirt. Jones tried to pick it out of the dirt, but it went past his glove, and now the coaching staff want to talk things over with the infield for Collinsville here.
I think he thought he had more time than he really did, and he looked up, and that's when he double clutched, I guess.
So 2 outs, runner on at second, 2 runs home. And a runner still down at second base here.
As So you got to have damage control.
Yes.
Get this out, come in and get the offense going.
And the number 9 batter in the order for the Crusaders, Cal Sursa, ready to bat. Had so many technical difficulties I didn't have time to ask for pronunciations, but he spells his name Y-S-U-R-S-A, so I'm guessing the Y is silent, and I'm going with Sursa.
I like it.
Works for me. Tillman's ready. That one's low. Tillman had total control in the first inning, striking out the first 3 batters in order. Struck out Caleb Larimore to start off the second inning, so 4 strikeouts in a row, and then all of a sudden things kind of unraveled. A walk, another strikeout, a double, and now an error. And the next to Sursa. That one hits the outside corner. Looks like the outside corner is going to be the place to pitch today. Mendoza down at second base. The lefty Tillman brings it home, and it's high and outside. Scrum has to jump out of the box to take care of that one, and Tillman didn't even look back at Mendoza that time. No check on the runner there.
He needs to get this hitter. Don't worry about that runner. Get that hitter right here.
That runner's not going anywhere unless the ball's hit.
No.
Next pitch. Swinging a base hit. 2. The left field, and Mendoza rounding third. He was going to be held up at first. Scrum cuts off the throw. Throw down to second is not in time, and everyone is safe. RBI base hit by Sursa. He goes down to second on the throw. And in to score is Mendoza. And Collinsville running into a little second inning trouble here on the defensive side of things. And another runner down at second.
You know, Riker misplayed that ball out there. He's got to come up and throw that to second, but he didn't. He come up and tried to throw it home, and that's why that runner's on second now.
Yeah, Sauger was going to stop Mendoza
Yes.
at third base, but then when Riker bobbled the ball, he sent him.
Yep.
At that point, Kane should have known he wasn't going to have a chance to get the runner and just throw it into second to
Yep.
keep that runner out of scoring position. Back to the top of the order, and Nate Enriquez, a strikeout victim his first time up. And a bunt down the third base side. It's a good one. Scrum picks it up, throws, and that one sails over the head of Jones. And in to score on yet another error is Sursa, and it's 4-0 in favor of Althoff. Whoa, people. This inning's unraveled quickly.
Yes, it has. I'm speechless.
Number 88.
Here is number 88, Jacob Bleich. Got caught looking at the third strike his first time up. Two errors in the inning. And the 0-1, strike 2. Ty Beasley waits on deck. If he comes to the plate, he'll be the 9th man to bat here in this inning. Runner at first base, Enriquez. He goes, and a foul ball will send him right back.
Little hit and run action right there, even with 2 outs.
4 runs across the plate on 2 base hits. One walk, 2 errors. Tillman.
Can't give teams extra outs.
You cannot. Runner goes again. Pitches in the dirt. Scrum's throw is going to be offline, and the runner is safe. Enriquez picks up a stolen base.
Thought he hurt himself with that slide.
Looks kind of painful.
The slide did.
Yeah. He'll probably have a little strawberry on the back of his leg. A little road rash. 0-2 the count, so 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning with no further damage done. Tillman's trying to do that right here.
Yes.
And he offered at it, and down on strikes for the second time is Jacob Bleich, but in the inning, 4 runs come across on 2 base hits, 1 runner left, couple of errors committed in the inning as well. Collinsville has their work cut out for them again as we head to the bottom of the second, and the Kahawks trail by a score of 4-0.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Back here at Fletcher Field, Todd Duke and Ken Obergfell along with you. Bottom of the second is where we find ourselves. And here, let me help you out with that. Got to move that up there. There you go. And a rough top of the second there for Chris Tillman and company, and Collinsville finds themselves trailing once again.
Oh, no question. I mean, it was a very, very tough inning. You know, you only give up a couple hits, but you make a couple errors, and you get 4 runs in, and they got out of it, got a lot of baseball left to play, so hopefully they get the offense going.
Well, that we do. Collinsville was trailing 4-0 after the top of the first yesterday, so here we are in the top of the second. Kahawks came back yesterday, got to within a run before things unraveled in the 7th. Try to figure it out a little bit at a time, but first things first, got to get some base runners on there to peck away at that 4-run lead.
Absolutely. Can't get it all back at one time, so you just need a big inning where you just keep the line moving.
Nick Palmisano is the beginning of that line. Riker Kane, Brennan Jones will have a chance to bat if anyone can get on Kyle Moore. Palmisano on the year, batting 167. Has 1 RBI to his credit. And he takes the first one out of the strike zone from Blake Allen. Allen, the righty, working a little quicker now. Foul ball out of play. Everybody over there sitting around that tree. They'll have to get up and move around when the ball comes heading that way because it hits those branches. No telling who it's going to hit on the way down.
Exactly.
1-1 the count to Palmisano. Allen ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. That one's going to get in the gap. It's going to fall down, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence. And a stand-up double for, well, he didn't stand up. He could have. Palmisano starts this inning off with a leadoff double.
Stayed on that ball nicely. Stayed with it.
That's the way you get the inning started. Riker Kane steps up to the plate now. Riker looking for his first hit of the year.
Be a perfect time to get it right now.
0 for 6 thus far. And it's righty versus righty. Allen works from the stretch. And he delivers in the dirt. Throw down to second base after a little bit of an extra lead there by Palmisano. And another nice block back there by Larimore.
I think he thought about going to third on that, but it didn't get away too far, so he had no chance. Smart to get back.
Never can tell what happens if you make them throw it.
That's exactly right. Riker's got the whole right side of this infield open.
Allen's ready to go. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a foul ball back over our heads. It's a little chilly, but it's a good-looking day out there, man. Got some white puffy clouds, blue sky, sunshine.
Great day for 2.
It is, but I'm just good with 1. After a 3-hour, 7-inning game yesterday, I'm ready for a nice quick one here, but I don't think we're going to get that either. Here's a pitch, swinging another foul ball. Riker Kane in a 1-2 hole.
Got to battle. Got to get that guy to third somehow.
Well, it was a 3-hour game for me. I went on and at 4:15, and the game ended at 7:15.
Okay. I picked a good day to miss.
You did. Unless you like errors. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Riker Kane.
No, I don't like errors.
Well, there was a lot of them. Collinsville committed 4, and Triad committed 8.
8 errors and still scored.
We had 16 runs and 12 errors in that game.
Wow.
1 away, and here is Brennan Jones. Jones also looking for his first hit of the year. And a rocket shot right to the third baseman. Throw down to second. And the ball gets away, but it's not going to get far enough away for Palmisano to move anywhere. And, boy, that was a rocket shot right to Beasley at third base.
He hit that ball right on the nose.
Sure did. One of those unlucky line drives that
Number 5, center fielder Kyle Moore.
found the one person that could catch it, and that's the third baseman, Ty Beasley. Here is Kyle Moore. Moore batting .400 on the year. 2 for 5. Also a triple, a single, and a stolen base. So a runner at second and 2 away. Kyle Moore trying to drive in Palmisano. That's a gapper. Unless somebody gets there, cuts off with their speed. Nope. All the way against the wall. And Palmisano comes around from second base. And Collinsville gets their first run on an RBI double by Kyle Moore.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He got a good pitch to hit, and he did exactly what he's supposed to do with it.
First pitch hitting, too.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll ignite the Kahawks here, and
Number 7,
they can get a little 2-out rally going. Here is Logan Fairfield batting in the 9 hole today, and Fairfield looking for his first hit as well. He only has a couple of at-bats. And he stands in from the right side with the leadoff man, Rolando Colon, waiting in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance here. As Blake Allen delivers. Outside.
2-out RBIs are clutch. You got to love those 2-out RBIs. Need one right here.
Well, we just got one from Kyle Moore, and there's a high fly ball on the infield. Third baseman Beasley, he's all over the place as that ball circles up there, and that little bit of wind that we have in the inning comes to a close. But Collinsville picks up a much-needed run on a couple of doubles, one by Palmisano and one by Kyle Moore. Moore was left out on base, so Collinsville leaves another base runner as we head now to the top of the third inning. And Althoff leads by a score of 4-1, and we'll be back to tell you all about the top of the third after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Top of the third is where we move to. Collinsville trails 4-1 after Althoff got 4 runs across in the second inning, and Collinsville answered with 1 run back in the bottom of the second inning, and we'll lead things off here in the third with the only man that didn't get to bat in the second, Ty Beasley. He'll lead things off. He's the number 3 hitter, followed by the cleanup man Larimore, and then Lucas Alred will be the 3 batters facing Chris Tillman here in this inning.
Chris needs a quick inning and get us back at offense.
That's what he hopes for. That's what Coach Swip hopes for, and that's what us here in the box hope for as well. Beasley was a strikeout victim his first time up when Tillman mowed down the order with all 3 strikeouts in the first inning. And he starts off with a swing and a miss here, does Beasley. Digging back in from the right side, third baseman Ty Beasley, and Tillman is bringing the next. That's a strike call to the outside. That outside corner is going to remain hot all day.
All day.
Next pitch to Beasley. He takes it low. Boys soccer celebrating their senior night tonight at Kahok Stadium in a game that was made up from last week's storms. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Beasley once again. Seventh strikeout already for Tillman.
He's throwing the ball well.
17, Caleb Larimore.
Here's Caleb Larimore, who also was a strikeout victim his first time up. And the first pitch to Larimore. Smoked it out to center field. Kyle Moore is on the run. It's over his head. And one bounce off the wall. And, boy, we sure have seen a rash of doubles here in this game early, haven't we?
Yes, we have. And they've all been hit hard.
Third hit on the afternoon for Althoff. Jackson Perrell playing shortstop right now. I would imagine he's going to leave probably around 5:30. Go play himself some soccer on senior night.
Courtesy runner.
Girls soccer is at Belleville East. Girls volleyball is at Granite City. The softball team has the night off after they have started off their season 2-0. Big win over Triad yesterday in a football score, 14-7. Here's Lucas Alred. He walked and scored his first time up. Runner at second base and one out. Tillman from the stretch. Delivers. A little low, and it gets past Scrum, and Scrum doesn't have any idea where it is. And it just squeaked right underneath his glove. That's a passed ball. And a runner 90 feet away again for Lucas Alred. Tillman with a runner behind him at third base. Pitches in the dirt. Another block by Scrum. This time it stays in front of him.
It's a big out if we can get this guy out.
Yeah, if we can strand this runner at third, that's a big momentum boost for the K-Hawks.
Yes, it is.
Here's the 2-0. Swinging a foul ball out of play will make it 2-1. We're in the top of the third. 4-1 in favor of Althoff. Runner at third base. One out. Tillman brings the next home. In the dirt again, and again it gets through the legs of Scrum, and the runner is going to score from third on the second passed ball of the inning.
You can see his frustration right now. He's just got to forget about it, move on, and you get more opportunities.
So the good news is the bases are empty. The bad news is it's 5-1 instead of 4-1. And a 3-1 count to Alred, who Tillman walked in the last inning, his only walk so far in the game. And he does it again.
Ooh. That must have been low. It looked like it had the corner.
That will bring up Amari Quinn, a strikeout victim his first time up. Tillman had 3 strikeouts in a row in the first, and his 3 outs in the second were also strikeouts, but in between that were some hits, some errors, and some runs. 1 strikeout in this inning. to represent the only strikeout. So all the outs have been made so far today have been strikeouts.
That's true. It has. Got the bullpen going down there, the Kahawks do.
Crazy but true. Tillman has a runner at first to deal with. He throws over. Looks like Parker Conley is down there warming up for Collinsville. You know things aren't going right when you're warming up a pitcher in the top of the third.
Nope.
Runner has his lead. Tillman checks on him, brings it home. It's outside and low. And quickly 2-0 on Quinn. Quinn, he's ready from the right side. Tillman, the lefty, ready to pitch it. Here it comes. Swinging another foul ball. This one's going to get out of play as well. Everybody underneath the tree holds their hands over their heads.
Just missed the car.
Just missed. I get why people put their hands on top of their heads when they think something's falling, but really, what's that going to help? Okay, so instead of having a dent in your head, you're going to have broken fingers. I guess I'd take the broken fingers over a dent in my head, though.
That's true.
Tillman ready with the 2-1 pitch. Throw over to first instead, and back in there safely is Allred.
This guy looks like he'd be tough to double up. Looks like he can run pretty well.
Another 2-1 delivery. On the way. Swinging a slow roller to the second baseman, Cologne, who gets bowled over by Allred coming from first base. Luckily, he held on to the ball.
Wow.
So that play goes 4 unassisted, and Quinn reaches on the fielder's choice, just in case you were keeping score at home. The only out so far that has not included a strikeout was that tag out, and I use that word tag loosely, of Allred. And here is Gomrich. Gomrich doubled in the first run of the game, back in that 4-run second inning for Althoff. So now Quinn, the runner over at first, he has the lead, and a ball bounces in there and stays in front of scrum. I think Scrum's already tired of digging balls out of the dirt.
I think he's got bruises all over his body right now.
Probably. 2 outs. Next pitch on the way to Gomrich. Strike call right down the middle.
He might be running right here. He's got a good lead.
Tillman from the stretch. Got another strike called. Strike 2. 2 outs. Run already home here in this inning on 2 passed balls. And here comes another 2-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Scrum keeps it in front of him, and he's like, man, stop throwing him there.
He's probably thinking, I wish I would have stopped them when the runner was on third.
That was the second ball. So now it's 2-2. Quinn has his lead. He doesn't go anywhere. Here's a swing and a shot base hit right past the diving glove of Cologne at second base. And up with it is Logan Fairfield, and stopping at second is Amari Quinn. Oh, let's not do the Ric Flair thing here. I hate that woo.
Number 00, DH Nolan.
Here's Nolan Mendoza. Mendoza reached on an error by Jackson Perrell and then came around to score later. 4 runs scored in that second inning. Only 2 of them were earned. And a foul ball out of play off the bat of Mendoza. So runners at first and second, 2 outs. Kahawks trail 5-1, and looking to keep it right there. Can't afford to give up any more. Pitch. That was just a little outside. Umpire's been calling him there.
He's been consistent with that pitch.
Yeah, all afternoon, all game. I've only been here for, what, a half hour? All afternoon. Actually been here for an hour. Wow. This game's crawling right along, isn't it? Looks like we're in for another 3-hour game.
Warp speed.
Yeah. Foul ball out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 5-1 Althoff in the lead. Tillman trying to get out of this with no further damage done. Runners, they have their lead. And the 1-2 pitch to Mendoza. Gets away from scrum, and the runners are going to move up. That was a wild pitch. Didn't get away from scrum. That one bounced over scrum after it hit the ground in front of home plate.
He had no chance to block that ball.
Second wild pitch to go along with 2 passed balls. And those do not ever equal up to be good things. So Mendoza up there looking at a 2-2 pitch now from Tillman. Here it is, swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen. Just barely, man, hit the very top of the screen. I'm waiting for one of those to come back at the top of the screen and have spin on it and then come straight down. No, I'm not waiting on one of those.
I was going to say, I hope not.
I'll be ducking, hoping my equipment will be safe. Every man for himself up here in the box. 2-2 pitch on the way to Mendoza. Another foul out of play, and Mendoza is making Tillman work.
He's got a good at-bat going right now. Battling.
Parker Conley continues to warm up in the Kahawks bullpen. And Tillman shakes off one sign from scrum, accepts the other, and here's another 2-2. That's low, full count. First base is open, so it's no big deal if you're walking, but I would rather not. How about the strikeout?
That'd be nice right here. Nice strikeout, come in, score about 3 or 4 runs.
There we go. Walked him. That's been called a strike most of this game.
Sure looked like it. And I know as a hitter, all you want is the umpire to be consistent. If you're calling it at the beginning of the game, call it the whole game. And the hitter's going to make the adjustments.
Bases are full of Crusaders. Here is Cal Sursa, the second baseman. And it's a high outside pitch. Thankfully, sprung out there and jumped at that one. Sursa singled in a run and scored himself later on in that 4-run second inning. And there isn't any more bases available to put this young man, so got to come to him. Here's the next. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Tillman working real hard to try and get out of this inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Just go put him away right here on this
Need
pitch.
to right here. Tillman looks in, brings it. Ooh. Sursa looked like he wanted to offer at it.
He almost did. Must have been a little high, but I thought it was a pretty good pitch from here.
2-2 the count. Tillman ready with the next. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that, believe it or not, is the 8th strikeout on the afternoon for Tillman. Inning comes to a close, but one more run comes home. And it's now 5-1 in favor of Althoff, with Collinsville coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning, which we will bring right to you in just mere moments here on the Kahawk Sports.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Bottom of the third inning has rolled around, 5-1 in favor of Althoff, and the Crusaders stranded the bases loaded in the top half of the third. We'll see if some of that momentum can carry over and give Collinsville a little bit of a boost here as the Kahawks trail 5-1. And it will be the top of the order coming up in Rolando Colon, Josh Scrum, and Chris Tillman. If anyone can get on, Jackson Perrell with a chance to bat here in this inning, provided that he doesn't leave and go play some soccer, but he's got the batting helmet on, so it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Perrell, by the way, is a junior, so he doesn't have to be there for senior night.
That's right.
Cologne walked, stole second, went to third on a scrum ground out, but didn't get any farther than that. That was in the first inning. A little slow roller to the second baseman. Sursa gobbles it, throws it, and in time for the out. One away.
A nice play right there. He didn't rush anything. Stayed with it. Play was right in front of him, and he just made a nice play.
That will bring up Josh Scrum. As I mentioned, grounded out in the first inning. Did so to the shortstop, Jacob Bleich. And again, getting kind of tired of saying this, Collinsville needs base runners to have a chance.
Okay, you said it.
Yeah, been saying it for 3 days now. Although didn't say it too much in that first game. They were only down 1-0. No. They needed a base runner to have a chance.
Well, this is my second game, and I've seen 2 runs. Or no.
No, this is your first run, yeah.
Yeah. Stay hot.
Next pitch on the way to Scrum. Ooh. Foul back to the screen. 1-1 the count. Chris Tillman waits on deck. We'll see if they're going to bring Parker Connolly in to pitch the next inning. Wouldn't matter what they do with that aspect of it. Tillman would stay in and bat anyway. Right. And he hit the batter on the elbow. So that's a way to get on base. Take one for the team there, Roger Dorn.
Heck yeah. Now they wear so much full body armor that if you get hit, you don't even know you got hit.
Yeah, they. I think they had a replay on the game yesterday or day before yesterday. Dan McLaughlin, they had to make sure because he said it sounded like it hit the bat, but the replay showed it clearly hit that elbow pad.
Right.
Here is Tillman, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. And the first pitch, swing and a base hit to right field. And stopping at second base is going to be Scrum as Quinn played that one perfectly and got that ball in quickly, but Collinsville has something going on here with one out, runners at first and second. Only the third hit of the afternoon here for the Kahawks.
This could be the inning we bust open.
18, shortstop Jackson Perrell.
It's that momentum after they left the bases loaded.
Right.
Here is Jackson Perrell, and a little timeout called. Pitcher and catcher. Catcher goes out to flash the signs, lets all the fielders know what's going on. Perrell up there looking like he was squaring around to bunt. Highly unlikely.
I don't think he's bunting.
I don't think so either. Blake Allen pitches. Perrell swings and tried to golf one out of here, but missed it. Tell you what, if you would have got a hold of that, Nate Enriquez in center field is playing very shallow.
He really is.
Could have golfed that one over his head. A little 3-iron action.
I would have sliced it foul.
Yeah, I got the same thing. 0-1 pitch coming to Jackson Perrell from Blake Allen with one out and runners on first and second for Collinsville. Swinging a slow roller down the third baseline into the glove of Beasley. Over to first it goes. That's the only play, and the runners move up. And we'll have runners at second and third with 2 outs here for Nick Palmisano.
Need that big 2-out hit right
We
here.
sure do. No one better to provide it than Palmisano, who ripped a double his first time up.
42, third baseman Nick Palmisano.
Palmisano doubled and then came around to score on an RBI double by Kyle Moore. Another one of those doubles will score 2 here. Palmisano awaits the delivery. Here it is. Swing, and he tried to golf that one as well, but he golfs it foul. Didn't quite make it out to the road just as a car was going by. Looks like they're playing Palmisano pretty much straight away. Center fielder is playing right behind the second base bag. Palmisano ready to go. Blake Allen checks on his runners and brings it in the dirt. Nice stop again by Larimore. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 outs. Runners at second and third here for the Kahawks. Allen has his sign. He's ready to go. Next delivery. Swing and a shot that goes right to the shortstop. Up with it is Bleich, and he throws, and he's safe. Umpire says it pulled him off the bag. And they're going to try to see if the umpires want to talk about it. They are. Maybe the home plate umpire had a better view of it, but I don't think so.
I don't see how he could.
No, I think the fielding umpire had the view of getting pulled off the bag or not.
Right.
So we'll have to see what happens after this discussion. He is safe, so it stays. So we're going to give the error to the shortstop on the throw for pulling Gomrich off the bag. Second error committed here by Althoff. Soje is
Number 11.
talking with the umpire while he delivers a couple of baseballs. I think the delivery of the baseballs was just a ploy to talk to the umpire.
No doubt about that.
So the run counts. And the Kahawks have runners at the corners. For Riker Kane, still looking for that first hit.
Be a nice time to get it right here.
Struck out his first time up, did Riker. Allen delivers. There's a shot to the shortstop. Beasley up with it. This time he'll just throw over the second for the easier of the outs, and that play goes 6-4, and Riker Kane still looking for that first hit. We head now to the top of the 4th inning, and Collinsville got one of those back. Althoff now leads by a score of 5-2, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Back here at Fletcher Field, we do have a new pitcher as Parker Conley checks into the game. And he'll try to keep things where they are here for Collinsville as they trail 5-2. As we have made it to the top of the 4th inning. There is a little history between these two teams over the years. Collinsville is 7-4 versus Althoff. The last meeting, Collinsville won 8-7. That was in March of 2019 at Althoff. The last loss to the Crusaders was right here on this field in 2016, a 1-0 loss. And these two teams did not play in 2017 or 18, and they did not face each other from 2000 all the way to 2006. Althoff, by the way, has one state championship in their history. That was in 1991 when they went 30-7 under Al Foppe with a 7-2 win over Harrisburg. So So Parker Conley on the mound for the first time this year. And trying to look around to see if Chris Tillman stayed in the game.
I don't see him.
Neither do I.
Okay, the new pitcher for the Kahawks is Parker Conley.
I figured he would probably come in and play first base, tell you the truth.
Can they re-enter him into the game?
If we had a designated hitter, yeah.
Moved from catcher.
I guess that's Tillman sitting on the bench all the way up against the wall. All right, so we start off the fourth with a new pitcher, Parker Conley, and his first pitch is in the dirt to the leadoff man for Althoff, Nate Enriquez. It'll be the 1-2-3 hitters, Enriquez, Bleish, and Beasley. And for Enriquez, he has struck out, reached on an error, stole a base, and was stranded. He bats from the left side. Conley delivers another one outside, 2-0. Enriquez, the center fielder for Althoff, awaits the 2-0 from Conley.
Whoa.
That one looked pretty good from here.
Looked like a good pitch from here.
3-0. Conley has to not worry about that. Shake it off.
That's right.
Here is the 3-0. Walk him on 4 straight.
Is that a new catcher we got there?
Yeah, I think you're right. Can't tell if that's a 3 or an 8.
Number 88, shortstop Jacob Bleish.
Oh.
Nick Graft.
Is Graff in there catching?
Well, I'm just going
Okay.
by the.
Yeah, it is Nick Graff. Couldn't tell if it was a 3 or 8 because the catcher's gear is covering up the number.
Exactly.
And the ball gets away, and the runner down to second base. And another wild pitch. Tillman had 2 of them while he was in there. First one to Conley. And Althoff threatening to add more. Runs onto the machine here. There's a chance for the shortstop. Peril over to third. Got him on the slide. What a nice play there. Peril to Palmisano, and they get the lead runner. 6-5 on the putout. And Bleish down to first on the fielder's choice.
Thought maybe he was thinking we were going to challenge it.
Scrum is at shortstop. Jackson Peril apparently went to play soccer.
Okay.
So, runner still at first base, but it's Bleish instead of Enriquez. And almost a swing, but nothing doing there for Ty Beasley. Beasley has struck out 2 times against Tillman. Two 2-0 the count to Ty Beasley. Runner at first base. Bleish has his lead. Conley, the righty, checks, and a high fly ball. This one's going to stay in the park. Riker Kane is underneath it in left field, and he has it for out number 2. That'll bring up Caleb Larimore. Closes the book on Chris Tillman. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 of those runs earned, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts while he was in there, and he had 2 wild pitches as well. That brings up Caleb Larimore. Larimore struck out his first time up, then doubled and scored. He scored on 2 passed balls by Josh Scrum in the same inning. First pass ball got him down to third. Second one got him home. Conley.
And now he's at shortstop.
Now he's at shortstop. He's probably happy about that. He was tired of blocking balls in the dirt. Here's the pitch high and outside from Conley. Snap throw down to first base, and back in time is the runner Bleish. I think that ball popped out of Jones's glove down there at first.
He needs to get this hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on at first base. That is Bleish, and he doesn't go anywhere. The ball gets away, and now he does. So another wild pitch. 2 by Tillman, and now 2 by Conley. And Bleish down at second base. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. One more of those, and we'll be out of this inning with no further damage done.
That'll be perfect.
Conley checks on his runner and brings it home. High fly ball. That's back behind the press box. I know that because I didn't hear it thud on top of the press box.
Or a car.
Yes. I've seen that happen a few times out here. One guy got out of his car. Who do I need to talk to about getting my windshield replaced? Oh, that hit him.
Your insurance company.
Yeah, not us. Larimore is hit by the pitch. He'll go down to first. And Althoff will now have runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Lucas Allred, who received 2 free passes from Chris Tillman, will come up to the plate. Allred scored after the walk in the second. He was forced out on a ground ball to Colon in the third. Almost bowled over Colon in the process.
That was a pretty good hit.
And a spin move, and back in there safely is Bleish. I usually say that never works, but it did yesterday.
I missed that.
Yeah. That turnaround spin move to second base hardly ever works, but it did yesterday. First pitch to Allred from Conley on the way. Stays a little high, ball 1. Conley ready with another. Swing and a miss. That was right down the middle.
He came off of it. Head was flying, looking down the third baseline. It's so simple. Just hit a ground ball to the right side. Get a base hit.
Conley ready with the 1-1. High fly ball. This one's going to stay in the field as Brennan Jones makes the catch in foul territory for the final out of the inning. So no damage done there by Althoff. We will head now to the home half of the 4th inning. Collinsville still trailing, though, 5-2. Needs some runners, and we'll find out if all that happens when we come back right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Back at Fletcher Field, I am Todd Duke, Ken Oberkfell, former Collinsville graduate, way back in 1974.
Way back?
Way back. In 1970. Hey, I was 11 then, so it was a ways back.
It was a ways back.
It happens, it's that time thing, time stops for no one, all that stuff. And
I know.
Boy, it's a different world back in 74, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. A lot different world.
Well, Brennan Jones made the last out, catching that foul ball in the territory down near the Althoff bullpen, and Brennan Jones gets the lead off here. It'll be the bottom of the order. The 7, 8, 9 men, Jones, Moore, and Fairfield, if anyone can get on, back to the top of the order. And Rolando Colon will have a chance to bat. Kahok still trail by 3. We're in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Jones, looking for his first hit. And he almost had it last half inning, the second inning. He lined a rocket shot to the third baseman, Beasley. So just a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right of Beasley, and that would have been down the line maybe for extras.
It definitely would have.
Next pitch to Jones. He looks at one outside. That evens the count at 1-1.
And it was always frustrating, like when I played and hit a line drive to third base and they catch it and say, hey, good wood, way to hit it. The heck with that, I want to hit.
Yep, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Like
There's
that.
another one, and that
That's-
one eats up Beasley. And really, there was nothing Beasley could do about that. That's just a solid base hit by Jones, and I bet he's happy to have that first hit out of the way.
That ball took a hop right when it got to him. He had no chance to make that play.
No, he did not.
I'm impressed he kept it in the infield.
Well, it hit off his back, so other than that, I don't think he really had much say-so in the matter.
Number 5, center fielder Kyle Moore.
Here's Kyle Moore. Moore doubled in a run in the second inning. And another one of those doubles would be nice right about now. Jones leads from first. Checked on by Blake Allen. Allen. Ready with the next. And it's in the dirt. Nice block again by Larimore. He's had a few nice blocks today.
Done a nice job back there.
Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Collinsville trails 5-2. Kyle Moore looking for something to drive here. Allen from the stretch. Blinger brings the next one home. It's high. Allen delivers the next, and that one is a little low, and Collinsville's got something going on here. Runners on first and second, no one out. Second walk issued on the afternoon by Allen. 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. Logan Fairfield has a chance to help his teammates out. Logan popped it up to the third baseman Beasley his first time up. Colon, the leadoff man for Collinsville, waits in the on-deck circle. And barring a triple play, he should get an at-bat. Timeout called. And now we're ready to go, and Fairfield digs back in from the right side. Runners at first and second. Check on the runner at second. They're not even holding the runner on at first, so I don't even know why he looked over there. Here's the pitch outside.
And watching those two, it looked like a cat and mouse out there. He takes a bigger lead, he breaks the second. It's kind of comical.
Sometimes you'll get that in sports. Sports can be very comical at times.
Absolutely.
1-0 pitch on the way to Fairfield. Here it is. Swinging a fly ball down the third base side, but that's going to go out of play. Straighten that thing out. Might have a chance to hit that 312 mark down there, third base line.
Yep.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Just a long strike. Blake Allen takes his sweet time looking in for his signs. He has the one that he wants. And from the stretch, he pitches. Outside and a little low. 2-1. Or is it 2-2?
I think it's 2-1. Well, the foul ball down the
Yeah.
Left field line.
We'll go with that. 2-1 the count. Canucks have runners on first and second. Nobody out. Pitch. High. 3-1.
Here's the hitters where you got to be patient and get a pitch that you can drive. You don't want to hit his pitch because 3-1. If he throws a strike, he's still got to do it 3-2. So just be patient right here. Get a pitch you can handle.
Here comes the next pitch from Allen. Over the head, walked him, bases loaded.
There you go.
Back-to-back walks.
And here comes the skipper.
Well, of course. Bases loaded and nobody out, so that means that the tying run is at first base. And the go-ahead run at the plate in Rolando Colon, who touched them all with a home run yesterday. If he does that here right now, Kahawks will have their first lead of the season.
Looks like we got 2 team meetings on the field.
I know, huh? I wasn't invited to either one of them. That's all right. I'm a little busy today.
You have been busy today, Todd.
I know. Been busy since sports came back into my life the first week of February. I've done about 3, 4, sometimes 5 games a week.
And you love every minute of
I
it,
do.
too. It's exciting. It's fun. It keeps you busy.
I'm a purist when it comes to baseball, but, you know, my bladder doesn't agree with me. And I think at some point we need to build in a timeout, a halftime in baseball so I can go take care of business because I'm going to have to here soon. So we'll let you do some play-by-play if you want. If not, you can just stand there and just watch.
Oh, I'll say something.
All right, good. I had to put Mr. Kettler to work yesterday for a half an inning to do that so I could go
there you go.
Take care of things. Scrambling up here, taking care of all these technical difficulties. I really didn't have a chance to do that before the game.
I was getting tired watching you.
0-1 the count to Cologne. Cologne has walked, stole a base, and has grounded out. Just need a base hit. We don't need a home run. It'd be nice if we did, but just a base hit would be nice. Allen ready with the 0-1. Here it is. Swinging a bouncing ball to the first baseman. He's going to throw home, and out at home on the force play is Jones. And Cologne reaches on the fielder's choice. Everybody else moves up a bag. Jones is out. 3-2 at the plate.
Number 15.
For out number 1.
Josh Scrum.
Moore over to third. Fairfield down to second. Josh Scrum comes to the plate.
Cologne got a little bit over anxious right there.
Scrum was hit by a pitch his last time. Came around to score, though. A unearned run. Scrum with a chance to help his team out here. Bases loaded for Cologne. And a little number to first base. Forced out Brennan Jones at home. Scrum would like to drive in at least 1, if not 2, maybe 3. Asking too much for 4, I don't know. Here's the pitch. Scrum looks at 1 high and outside.
Get a good pitch to hit right here.
Conley is on deck. It'll be his first at bat of this game after taking over for Tillman. And the next pitch to Scrum, swinging a high fly ball. That one's not going to get far enough to send anybody, I don't think.
I'm not sure.
It's going to be dropped. The ball is dropped. They're going to force a runner at second, and Collinsville will get a run out of it, and they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. And I believe that Amari Quinn was ready to throw that ball before he had it in his glove, and it caused him to not hold on to it. And that's an error.
Let's capitalize on that error right now.
So Moore comes home to score. Kahawks pick up another very important run. Runners remain on the corners. 2 outs, 5-3, and here is Parker Conley. Conley looking for his first hit of the year as well. Comes in to take the place of Tillman. Runner goes from first and no throw.
Now get that base hit.
So Scrum down at second. Fairfield on over at third. 2 outs. Batter is Conley. Here's the 1-0 to him. Strike call. Come on, Blue, they say. That wasn't a strike.
Everybody in the ballpark thinks that was a ball, but the umpire.
1-1 pitch to Conley coming from Allen. Here it is.
Ooh.
Off speed pitch. Stays a little low. 2-1 the count. Kahawks are back to within 2, and that tying run is down at second base in the form of Josh Scrum. All we need is a simple base hit from Parker Conley, and we can be tied. Here's the pitch. Low again. 3-1. Nick Graff waits on deck. He wants a chance to bat. Here's Conley. Swinging a shot down the third baseline. That's going to tie things up. Scrum comes down the line from third. The throw is going to get cut off. And then Conley gets caught in between second and first. And he is going to get tagged out to end the inning. But not before the 2 runs do come across the score. And we are tied 5-5 thanks to a screaming base hit by Parker Conley. We head now to the top of the 5th, and it's now a brand new ball game. It is 5-5, and the Kahawks now have a chance to pick up win number 1 on the season, and we'll see if they can do that as we move to the top of the 5th right after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Welcome you back to Fletcher Field. I'm going to turn this half inning over to the man, the myth, the legend, Ken Obergfell. Have fun with it, sir.
I will, Todd. Thank you. All right, we're going into the 5th in a tie ball game, 5-5. Leading off is Amante Quinn for Althoff. Pitch 1, swing and a miss. Good location on that pitch. Nice sinker down and in. Breaking ball. Big 4th inning for the Kahawks when they dropped the 3 spot to tie this ball game, and now they need a shutdown inning from their pitcher. Here's the windup and the pitch. A ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 5th. Swing and a foul back, straight back. Here's the pitch. On the way. Strike 3 looking nice. Very nice strikeout right there. Good little breaking ball. Froze the hitter. It was nice.
First baseman Alex Gomrich.
Alex Gomrich, first baseman, is now the hitter. Got 1 out, 5-5 game in the 5th inning. Wind up in the pitch. Strike 1, curveball, backdoor curveball, came back in on it, but very nice. Very nice pitch to get ahead in the count. It's all right. Ball down, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 5th inning, 5-5 game. Ball outside, now its count goes to 2-1. Got his sign, here's a windup and the pitch. Ball 3 high. Three balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Beautiful day here at Fletcher Field. Nice weather, nice sunny day. Ooh. He walked him. Close pitch. Umpire called it a ball. And now they have a runner on first. 1 out. And
DH, Nolan Mendoza.
Nolan Mendoza is the new hitter coming up. Gets a sign, runner's got a lead. He's got a short lead. Pitch, ball. 1 ball, no strikes. He's looking in for the sign. He's got the sign to the belt. Pitch on his way. Ooh, ball.
I'm back.
Todd is back. Took the pressure off of me.
1 out, runner at first. 5-5 game. And a throw over to first. Nice pick over there by Jones because that ball was in the dirt.
Right. First hitter this inning struck out. Second hitter walked.
He had to walk back up here, you know. You don't want to run to a microphone.
Exactly.
High fly ball. I think this one's going to get out of play, and it will. Jack Buck told me that a long time ago. Never run up to a microphone. Because then you're up here going,
Not a problem. It's pretty simple.
Very fortunate enough to meet Jack Buck on a couple of occasions, and he is the reason I do what I do.
He was a great man. I'll tell you what, a great announcer, a great man. He was fair to the players and everybody. He just was, and he had the voice. It was just amazing.
Loved the voice. Velvety smooth. The knowledge was there, and
oh yeah,
he was the whole package. Couldn't meet a nicer guy either.
I always remember him signing off at night. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time.
Yep.
So long. He was just special person.
Next one to Mendoza. Inside. He walked him. Is that back-to-back walks?
Back-to-back walks followed by a first hitter struck out. Quinn struck out, then they back-to-back walks.
So runners on. First and second, 1 out. A little meeting at the mound by the infielders. And now Coach Swip will join them for the meeting as well. So while they're doing that, we will take a timeout. And we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Meeting on the mound is over.
Here's number 22, second baseman Cal Yasursa.
And Sursa coming up to the plate. One out, runners at first and second. Tied ball game. Conley pitches high. Sursa has singled, scored, and struck out in this game. He's the number 9 man, so Nate Enriquez, the leadoff man, in the on-deck circle. A double play would keep him there. Strike call.
Out of the way. He needed that.
Triad turned a double play against Collinsville yesterday. Collinsville looking for their first double play of the year. Now would be a good time for it. Conley from the stretch pitches. And it gets right through the legs of the catcher, Nick Graff, and there goes the double play opportunity. Another wild pitch. Tillman had 2 wild pitches while he was in there. That's the third one now for Conley. And a 2-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a little looper right to the second baseman, Cologne. Throws over to second. There's the double play I was talking about. It wasn't a routine ground ball double play, but nevertheless, it's a double play, and it will work. We head now to the bottom of the 5th inning, and thanks to that double play, we remain tied 5-5, and we're back to tell you about the Kahawks' bottom half of the 5th inning in just a moment. Here on the Kahawk Sports.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a 1-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Back here at Fletcher Field, bottom of the 5th, 5-5 game here between Collinsville and Althoff. The freshman Kahawk team won today. They played East Alton Wood River, and that game ended in 5 innings because Collinsville just whooped up on East Alton 16-0. 16-0. I said it again, 16-0.
That's a nice offensive outing.
That's a couple of touchdowns and a safety, man.
That's one of those games, if you got the 16 runs, you hope you didn't go over.
Exactly. So, Kahawks here with a chance to take their first lead of the year, and Nick Graff will lead things off here for Collinsville. Nick Graff has already had a couple of plate appearances, looking for his first hit. And Collinsville looking to string together some hitters here and, as I mentioned, get their first lead.
Got someone up throwing in the bullpen down there. Can't tell.
Well, can't tell from this angle who it is. And if they're warming up or just playing catch and staying loose. Because right now they're just playing catch.
That's all. He just got up.
Yeah.
And they got one up playing catch in their bullpen.
2-0 the count as Blake Allen is working into his 5th inning here. And a strike called. Rolando Colon down there warming up. Next pitch to Graff. It's low, 3-1.
That leadoff hitter on base.
Waiting in the on-deck circle is Nick Palmisano. Riker Kane also will bat in this inning. Right now it's up to Nick Graff. Graff, the count in his favor at 3-1, can be choosy here. Looks at one outside.
There you go. There's a start.
The fourth walk issued on the afternoon by Allen. And that'll bring up Nick Palmisano, but not before we have a pitcher-catcher conversation on the mound. That gives Palmisano a chance to walk down and talk things over with Collinsville head coach Brett Switt. Palmisano doubled in the second inning, came around to score a run on an RBI double by Kyle Moore. Palmisano reached on an error in the third, but was wiped away on a force out. Palmisano.
Graff has a big lead over there at first base.
He takes one more step. And now a throw over. And back in safely is Graff. Another guy who comes off the bench for the basketball team and can get you a couple of three-pointers.
There you go.
Allen from the stretch checks on Graff at first and brings one home. Outside. That is Nolan Mendoza, who's the DH this afternoon for Althoff. He's warming up in the Crusaders bullpen while Cologne is warming up in the Collinsville bullpen. Next pitch. Almost hit him. What happened to our sunshine?
Kind of went away.
Yeah, we got a big old cloud blocking it out. Temperature dropped about 5 degrees up here in the press box.
But I bet it's warmer down there.
I'm sure it is. And that one almost hit him as well, right past the kneecaps. And it's 2-1 to Nick Palmisano. Graff down at first base, no one out. Collinsville trying to take their first lead of the season here. 5-5 game, bottom of the fifth. Allen brings it home. Swinging a shot right up the middle and right past the glove of both the pitcher, Allen, and Sursa. And all the way over to third base on the base hit is Nick Graff. So Collinsville with runners on the corners. Kahawks pick up their fifth base hit on the afternoon. And the Kahawks got something cooking here.
Well, that was a nice piece of hitting.
Now we're going to have a visit from
I think we're going to have a pitching change.
Head coach Soje, and it looks like we are going to have a pitching change as Mendoza comes in from the dugout. And the slow walk to the mound by Soje. That means we have a timeout on the field for a pitching change, and we'll take it right along with them. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahawks.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at
344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Mendoza, the new pitcher for Althoff. Nolan Mendoza, the DH, will stay in that spot, and he will continue to pitch, and he'll face Riker Kane as his first batter, and Riker will look at a strike. And it's an 0-1 count, 5-5, bottom of 5. Collinsville has runners on the corners, no one out. Both of those runners belong to Blake Allen. Here's the next to Kane. And the runner goes down to second. There's a throw from the feet, and then a runner comes home from third, and Collinsville has the lead. A double steal.
Well executed double steal.
Very well executed double steal, because no one had any idea that Palmisano was running from second, and I think the catcher, Larimore, was still on his knees when he threw the ball to second base.
And runner on third, nice base running, just a good executed double steal.
So Collinsville has their first lead of the season. And down at second base is Nick Palmisano, and Riker Kane is up there with a 2-1 count in his favor. Riker still looking for his first hit, and if he gets one right here, he can give Collinsville another run. Pitch, swinging a little Q-tip right off the end of the bat down the first baseline. Brennan Jones waits on deck. Still no one out. Run home. Nick Graff walked. Palmisano singled. And a double steal. Riker Kane up there with a full count now.
We'll put the ball in play.
Pitch. High fly ball. This one's going to go to the edge of the infield dirt, and the shortstop, Bleich, calls off Beasley over at third base, and Bleich takes it for out number 1.
And we got the sun back out.
We do. I like the sun. I'm a big fan of the sun.
Me too.
Number 50, first baseman Brennan Jones.
Here is Brennan Jones. Jones singled his last time up and was thrown out at home plate. And he lined out to Beasley. And
There's
Beasley again, right past Beasley. And Palmisano, they're going to send him home. Nope, they're going to put on the brakes, and the ball goes all the way to the catcher. And coming into second base on the throw is Jones. Jones with back-to-back hits now for Collinsville.
Good base running right there to take the extra base, too.
So Palmisano at third.
The bats woke up today.
They did. Just in time.
I know.
Kyle Moore steps up to the plate. Kyle has an RBI double to his credit. He has also walked and scored a run.
Number 5, center fielder Kyle Moore.
Collinsville leads 6-5. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch coming from Mendoza.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss, took a little off of it, and way out in front was Kyle Moore.
He was swinging at that pitch regardless of where it was.
Yes, he was.
He was geared fastball, didn't get it.
Runners at second and third, still just 1 out. Moore with a chance for another RBI and a swing and a miss. And Kyle Moore in an 0-2 hole. Logan Fairchild, the number 9 batter in the Collinsville order, waits on deck. Mendoza ready with the next. Swinging a foul ball. Kyle Moore stays alive. Trying to aim for the truck on the road. Just barely missed it. Would have been funny if it would have bounced off of the pavement and into the back of the truck.
That's right.
Guy would have got home. Guy would have got home and said, "Why do I have a baseball on my bed of my truck?"
Souvenir.
Another 0-2 pitch coming to Moore. Here it is. And he reached for it, and he's out via the strikeout. That's only the
Number 7, right fielder,
first
Fairfield.
strikeout. Excuse me, the third strikeout of the game for Althoff, the first for Mendoza, as Blake Allen only had 2 strikeouts while he was in there. And so it's now up to Logan Fairfield with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Fairfield walked and scored and popped up to Beasley at third base. Collinsville has a lead, 6-5. They would like to tack on some more. As Mendoza brings another one home to Fairfield. Swing and a miss. 1-1. This game is 2 hours old.
Just getting started.
Seems like it. Mendoza takes a long time looking into his catcher, Larimore. Now he has the sign and brings it home. Swing and a miss, and
now you got to choke up and battle.
Logan Fairfield swung right over the top of that pitch.
Yes, he did. Now he's got to battle now.
Now he knows what 3 pitches look like from Mendoza. He's ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Bottom of the 5th, Collinsville leads 6-5. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Mendoza ends up striking out the final 2 batters, but not before Collinsville takes the lead, 6-5, as we head to the top of the 6th inning. And we'll be back to tell you about the top of the 6th inning in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117.
Todd Duke, Ken Oberkfell back with you from Woodland Park here at Fletcher Field. Kahawks lead this one 6-5. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Kahawks get a go-ahead run there in the bottom half of the 5th, and now all they need to do is record 6 more outs, and we can all go home happy.
That would be nice.
Cardinals have the day off today. They're heading to Philadelphia. Today is Jackie Robinson Day.
That's right.
It's kind of weird that the Cardinals aren't playing on Jackie Robinson Day.
That is. You're right, Todd. I never realized that. They seem like they're always playing on. Everybody seems to be playing then.
Rowe and Parker switched, first and second. Gotcha. Rolando Colon on the mound.
You say Roberto Colon.
I know, huh?
He a senior this year?
And Parker is at second. So we will see Rolando Colon for the first time on the mound for Collinsville, and he will have to deal with the top of the order. It is Nate Enriquez, Jacob Bleish, and Ty Beasley to bat here for Althoff. Enriquez has walked, reached on an error, and struck out. So officially, he's 0 for 1. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Kahawks lead 6-5. 6 more outs away from picking up win number 1 on the year. And Cologne delivers. Inside, 1-1.
Well, this is our leadoff hitter pitching.
Yes, it is. He does it all. He leads off, he plays second, he pitches, he hits home runs, and the off-speed pitch stays high, 2-1. Cologne ready with the next delivery. Swing and a miss,
Nice
2-2.
pitch.
Althoff sporting the gold batting helmets. Cologne is ready with the 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
It's a good start.
Very good start. One away. And that'll bring up the wide receiver who wears number 88, Jacob Bleish. Bleish has struck out twice and reached on a fielder's choice. Pitch from Cologne, swinging a chance for the shortstop. And gobbling it up is Scrum, and a long throw. He's not going to make it in time. Had to go a long way in the hole to get that one. And by the time he got back to his feet after sliding in the dirt, Bleish was safe. That goes down as a base hit.
Definitely a good effort.
And that is only the 5th base hit of the afternoon for Althoff.
Number 13, third baseman.
Here's Ty Beasley. Beasley has struck out twice and flied out once, so he is 0 for 3. And Kahawks are looking for a double play to end this inning. Beasley looks at the first pitch, a little high, ball 1. I like the pitch. Somebody out there said, nice pitch. I agreed. I thought it was pretty good, too.
I liked it, too. I'd like a 6-4-3 right here.
That would be nice. Conley, he would like the same thing.
Yes, he would.
From the stretch, he checks on his runner and brings and throws over there. Oh, it gets away. Now, we're not going to get the traditional double play, but last time I said that, we got a double play anyway.
That's true.
Started by Cologne, who caught that pop up at second base and threw to the shortstop covering for a force out to end the last half inning. Now, Bleish down at second. One out. Tying run at second base. Cologne's next to the batter is a little low and outside. 2-0. Kahawks are off until Saturday when they play in a doubleheader at Highland, 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. start times. They think they're going to get a game done in 2 hours. Swinging a foul ball over us.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I know. 3-hour game yesterday. We're already past 2 today and working on 2.5. 2-1 the count to Ty Beasley. Runner at second base is Jacob Bleish. He's down there with 1 out. Top of the 6th in a 1-run game. Collinsville leads by 1 run, and that is the tying run down at second. And there's a shot in the gap, and that one's going to get down. And Kane is going to come up with it. They're not going to send the runner from third, and Kane throws it home anyway. Riker Kane's got to start learning to throw that ball into second base. Because if Beasley was paying attention at all, he would have taken off from first and went to second.
I thought he was. I looked and he didn't move. I said, okay.
So back-to-back base hits here after a strikeout to start the inning. And Althoff has runners at the corners with only one out, and now the tying run is only 90 feet away. Here's Caleb Larimore, the catcher. Struck out in his first at-bat, hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. In between there, he doubled and scored. That was in the third inning when Althoff got that single run. First pitch to Larimore. Runner goes.
Eat it.
And that's exactly what Graff does. Uncontested stolen base by Beasley. And now runners at second and third. Colon from the stretch to the belt, and he pitches. Swing and a miss, and that ball was probably going to be low and inside. And Larimore swung at it anyway. 0-2. The Althoff catcher in a hole. Lucas Alred waits on deck for the Crusaders. One away, runners at second and third. They have their leads for Althoff. Colon, he's ready to go back to work. And the pitch to Larimore on the way in the dirt, and that one's all the way back to the screen. Graff gets it, underhand toss, safe. So that's the second run that is scored on a passed ball this afternoon. And we are tied once again. Runner from second base moves up to third on the play.
Coach Swift has moved his infield in.
Moving in for the play at the plate. High fly ball. That one's going to be trouble. Parker Conley is, oh, what a nice diving stop by Fairfield. The throw home is not in time, and a run scores. But, man, what a play out there by Logan Fairfield.
That was a great play. That really was. And then to come up and make a pretty good throw to the plate.
Man, oh, man. So the bases are empty, but Althoff has their one-run lead back. Lucas Alred will come up with the bases empty now. So 2 outs. And Alred tries to bunt and takes a strike. Alred has walked twice in this game, came around to score the first time in the second inning, and popped up to the first baseman Jones in foul territory in his last at-bat in the fourth. Here we are in the sixth. Althoff back in front, 7-6. No pitch. So, Cahoks were 6 outs away from picking up a victory, but now they're going to have to work at it. As the next pitch is on the way, and that one's outside, 1-1.
2 out. They need to get out of this inning and get the bats going again.
Colon ready with the 1-1. Here it is, and it's inside and high to Alred, with Amari Quinn waiting on deck. Collinsville will have the top of the order in their half of the sixth. Colon, Scrum, and Conley. There's a base hit right up the middle. That almost took Colon's head off. 3 base hits in this inning.
He hit it where he threw it, down the middle.
Sure did. Smoked it back up the middle.
Yes, he did.
That will bring up Amari Quinn.
Number 16, right fielder, Amari Quinn.
So Alred has his lead at first. Quinn, a strikeout victim twice in this game. Reached on a fielder's choice in between no strikeouts. Looks at one high and tight. 1-0.
Looking for him runner on first to steal, but Cologne's pretty quick to the plate.
Cologne, the righty, looks over his left shoulder, brings it, runner goes, and a throw down there, and the runner is safe. 2 stolen bases in this inning. And that is the third of the game for Althoff. They have 2 in this inning. The first one came back in the top of the second, or the top of the second, excuse me. Pitch, swing, and a bouncing ball right into the glove of Palmisano. Throws across the diamond to Jones for the out. And that's the way that the inning comes to a close, but not before 2 more runs come across on 2 base hits. No errors committed in the inning, and there was one runner left on base. So now we head to the bottom of the 6th. Collinsville has their work cut out for them again. Kahok's trail by 1 run, and we'll be back to tell you about the bottom of the 6th in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Bottom of the 6th inning has rolled along here at Fletcher Field. I'm Todd Duke. St. Louis Cardinals world champion third baseman Ken Oberkfell from the 1982 St. Louis Cardinals world championship team joins us on the other microphone. And here is Rolando Colon. It'll be Colon, Scrum, and Connolly, the first 3 in the order here, top of the order for Collinsville. Facing Mendoza, trailing by a run, and a swing and a miss by Colon.
You got the top of the order up, so you got the hitters up you want. And some base runners and do some damage.
We need 2 runs at least, and then a 1, 2, 3, top of the 7th. That's what I'm hoping for. And there's a base hit by Colon right off the bat.
There's a good start.
And Colon on base for the 3rd time this afternoon. 8th hit for the Kahawks.
Number 15.
Here's Josh Scrum. Scrum has been on base a couple of times as well. Got hit by a pitch and reached on an error. Hit by pitch in the 3rd, reached on error in the 4th, came around to score both times. Other than that, a ground out to the shortstop in his first at bat, way back in the 1st inning, which was 6 hours ago. No, just kidding.
I was going to say 3.5.
Want to know the count to Scrum. Colon leads from first. He goes. Swing and a miss, and the ball pops out of the glove. And no throw.
He swung at that. That had to be a hit and run.
1-1 the count.
Yep.
At any rate, turns into a stolen base.
That's important.
And the tying run is down at second. We had a catcher's interference call on yesterday's game, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Got the glove too far out there. Batter hit the glove with the bat. And Swip argued that call earlier in the game and didn't get it, and then about an inning and a half later, he got the call. Cologne now leads from second. Here's the pitch, and Scrum takes one outside. 2-1 the count. Parker Connolly waits on deck.
Get you a good pitch here.
Next pitch is outside, 3-1. So now Scrum should get something to hit here.
And the wheels start to turn. Wheels get in motion now. Late in the game, see what kind of strategy teams are going to do.
He walked him. That's not a very good strategy.
Well, now here's a situation here. Do you bunt this guy?
Yeah.
Move the runners up. The potential winning run is on first. Be interesting what they do here.
Pitcher and catcher talk about it, so Connolly will go down and talk to head coach Brett Swip. Nick Graff in the on-deck circle went up and joined that conversation. Conversation's over on the mound as well, and we'll get back to action here. Kahawks have runners on first and second.
Number 22, second baseman, Parker Conley.
Nobody out. Conley, his second at bat. He had a 2 RBI base hit in his first at bat. How about another one of those?
Why not?
Sure.
That was a nice play by their catcher, catching that pitch right there.
Yeah, he's proven to be very good back there behind the plate, blocking pitches. Runners at first and second, they have their leads, and that one's in the dirt, and it's 2-0.
This is a hitter's paradise count right here. 2-0, 2 men on. He's got to throw a strike.
He's having a hard time doing that right now.
I know. The hitter's got to be patient.
That means he's going to get a meatball, right?
Oh,
that's a strike on the outside corner.
That's
and the bullpen gets up and moving again for Althoff as Miles Wilhelm goes down to warm up. 2-1 pitch. Low.
There you go.
3-1. He wouldn't dare load the bases, would he?
Could.
Nick
I'll
Graff,
go for that.
Nick Graff waits on deck. He's salivating at the mouth at that prospect. Bases loaded and no one out, but here is a pitch, a swing and a miss, and Parker Conley wanted to hit a 3-run home run right then and there. Full count. Oh, man, and again I lost my connection.
What?
My camera.
Oh.
Strike 3 called, and Parker Conley didn't like that one at all. And that becomes the first out of the inning.
Wow, that's a tough one.
It is.
Nick Graff.
Yep, I'm back to the regular view now. I did the same thing yesterday. I don't know what's going on. But that up close and personal view is now gone, folks. Sorry about that. Same thing happened yesterday. I don't know what's going on with that. Swinging a high fly ball. This one is in the outfield, and no one's able to move anywhere as that ball was caught by Amari Quinn out in very shallow right field, about 5 steps from the infield dirt. So Collinsville had runners at first and second, nobody out. Now they're down there with 2 outs.
Number 42, third baseman, Nick Palmisano.
There's Nick Palmisano, the last hope here in the 6th inning for Collinsville. Next delivery. First one to Palmisano is outside and low. It was about the same time yesterday, I believe this happened too. That's just strange. Palmisano fouls one over to the Kahawk dugout. 1-1 the count. Yeah, I don't know why it happened. I took my camera to school with me today, and it hooked right up. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what happened. See, I'm trying to hook it up again, and it says, try again. I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes after my camera comes on, it kicks off the wide angle view and goes with the regular view, which is kind of far away when you're watching this. Swinging a shot out to right field. That is caught.
Wow.
By Luca Alred, and he almost misjudged that ball, but it ends up in his glove, so Collinsville threatens here. A line out by Palmisano ends that with runners stranded at first and second. They were there with no one out, and Collinsville could not get them home. We head now to the top of the 7th inning, and the Kahawks trail by 1 run, and they need to keep it right there at 7-6 in favor of Althoff, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
Back here at Fletcher Field. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any idea. So now everybody looks like ants on the screen because it just looks so far away. And I've tried a bunch of times to reconnect to the camera. I have to run the camera using my phone. And now it's saying we could not connect your GoPro. Let's find out what's going on. Explore solutions on our support page. Please click this button to get support. Well, you know, I don't have time for that. So I'm sorry, guys. Again, you're just going to have to deal with the far away view for the rest of this game, which I guess is better than nothing. Now you get to look at both dugouts. You get to look at the backs of people's heads down there below us in the stands.
How do we survive as kids?
I don't know. Back in the day when you were playing for the Cardinals, you guys were on TV, what, once a week on Channel 11?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't much.
Cologne back out there for another inning of work. He has Alex Gomrich to face to lead off the 7th inning, and it's inside. Gomrich has doubled, singled, and walked. He has an RBI, and he's also scored a run. Bottom 3 in the order, Gomrich, Mendoza, and Sursa. Swinging a shot down the third base line, but foul. Kahawks trail by 1. They need a clean inning here, and then a comeback in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the next pitch to Gomrich. That's a little high. I believe that Miles Wilhelm is still throwing in the bullpen for Althoff, so we might see him come in for the bottom of the 7th. Over the head this time of Gomrich. Well, at least when it disconnects, it doesn't shut the camera down. I got that much going for me.
There you go.
Swinging a high fly ball, but that's out of play. Blues lost a tough one last night.
It really was a tough game. They don't play tonight, do they?
No, they do not. They don't play till Saturday. They play Arizona, the team right behind them.
That's the team they got to beat.
And a walk to Gomrich. That's not a good way to start off the inning when you're trailing by a run. Yeah, I got home from the game last night in time to watch the final 2 periods.
They played good the last period.
Yeah, there was a flurry in the last period. They did everything but score that tying goal.
Yes. They'll get it going again.
They need to. Time is running out on the Blues season. Right now they're holding on to that 4th and final playoff spot with 3 in a row starting after Saturday's game against Arizona. They have 3 in a row against Colorado.
Oh, that's not good.
No. But we held tough with them last night. We played Colorado tough.
Bennington's got to be on his game, and that'll help.
I just don't like seeing Stan Kroenke's teams win at anything.
Me neither.
Next pitch on the way to Mendoza, and a chance for a double play. Over to second for one, and not in time at first for the second. That was going to be close. Those are 6-4-3. That's a long way to go around a whole entire diamond to get a double play.
I think I got down the line pretty good.
So 6-4 on the one out, and Mendoza reaches on the fielder's choice. And there is one out in the inning. Runner on first base. And here is Cal Sursa.
Designated runner.
That's the man that was just warming up in the bullpen.
Yep.
That's kind of strange. Miles Wilhelm comes in to run. I guess he's all warmed up, and I'm going to keep him warmed up by getting him to run some bases.
Heck yeah.
Here is Sursa. Sursa has singled, struck out, and popped up in this game. He had an RBI single in that 4-run second inning. Colon checks on his runner, and a pitch stays high. Double play, get you out of this inning.
Yes, it will.
Get you back at the bat, ready to score some runs. Colon steps off. Colon ready with the next, and it's in the dirt, gets away, and there goes the double play opportunity, at least the conventional double play. Wild pitch, number 6 in this game for Collinsville. Man, we've had 6 wild pitches and 3 passed balls.
Wow.
So a runner down at second. One out. Pitcher and catcher want to talk about it. Graff comes back behind the plate. Conversation with Colon is over. Down to second base is the courtesy runner Wilhelm. The batter, most important thing right now. 1-0 pitch on the way. It's in the dirt, this time blocked by Graff. Colon getting a little wild.
I think he's getting a little tired.
I think so. Orlando Colon with a 2-0 count. Here's the next, and that one's in the dirt as well, and back to the screen. And that one right between the legs of Nick Graff. Hit the dirt in front of the plate, so have to go with the wild pitch again. Now what's going on? That was ball 4, by the way. So, runners at the corners. And I'm not sure if Coach Swift saw something he didn't like with his pitcher or what's going on, or he's just going to talk to everybody, try to get them to settle down. Don't need to be any more down than you are right now, which is 1 run.
I don't know what he'd be saying right now. I'm guessing just what you said, Todd. I'm thinking he's saying the same thing. Don't give him any more.
Yeah, settle down.
We'll walk him off in the 9th or 7th.
Play within yourselves. You know how to do this. You got it. It's just baseball, guys. You've been doing this since you were little. See, that would be me on the mound anyway. Now we're going to have a pitching change. That's what's going on. So a timeout on the field for another pitching change, and we will take a timeout right along with the pitching change. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces, and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service, whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224. Josh Scrum moves in from shortstop to the pitcher's mound. Connolly moves over from second to short, and back at second base is Cologne. And that is the way the changes took place. And Nate Enrique, the leadoff man for Althoff, is at the plate from the left side. One out, runners at the corners. Collinsville trails by one, trying to keep it right there. Scrum pitches up high. Ball 2.
Scrum went from catching to shortstop to pitching.
Yeah. He's the Jose Oquendo, right?
Right now he is.
Right now. Secret weapon here of the Collinsville Kahawks, but only if you can get the final 2 outs.
That's right.
Runners don't go. Pitch is a strike. Taking all the way on that one was Nate Enriquez. He was going to say, you got to throw me a strike before I'm going to swing. 2-1 the count to Enriquez, and a snap throw over and safe. If that ball would have went right into the glove of Jones instead of bouncing in there, he might have had a better chance.
Yep.
That one bounce cost him. Scrum almost had a pickoff over there.
Yes, he did.
So, Scrum back to work with another 2-1 pitch to Nate Enriquez. Runners go,
Don't throw it.
And he's not going to throw it. Snap throw down to third base, and back in time is Wilhelm, the courtesy runner. And now runners at second and third. Still just one out. Kahawks trying to keep this a one-run game. Here's the next pitch, and it stays high. That sun is getting low, and it's right in the eyes of Palmanzano. I saw him shading his eyes right before that pitch.
Yeah, it's tough.
And another walk, and the bases are full of Crusaders. And a chance here for Jacob Bleich to do some damage. Bleich struck out his first 2 times up. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, and then a single in the 6th, and he came around to score in that 2-run 6th inning, and that's why they have the lead, and now they're going to extend that lead as 2 runs are going to score off of a base hit up the middle by Bleich.
That's a hurt.
Yes, it does. Second day in a row that the Kahawks have gotten to within a run, just to see more runs scored in the 7th inning against them. Down to second is Enriquez, and Bleich is on with a 2 RBI single. Still only 1 out. 9-6. Now Scrum steps off, and Graf will go out and talk to him. Having a mix-up in the signals, I'm guessing.
think because my camera gets hot is why it does that, because it's kind of warm. I keep it plugged in because it won't hold a charge long enough to get through a baseball game. I unplugged it so it should hold a charge for the rest of the game. I'm hoping it cools down and I can get hooked back up to it. But it is what it is right now. Pitch and a shot to the third baseman, Palmanzano. He tags the runner, and that's going to be all he's going to be able to get out of that when he gets the lead runner. Palmanzano does.
That was a nice play right there. I didn't think he had no chance to get that runner.
5 unassisted on the tag out. Down to second goes Bleish, and Beasley reaches on the fielder's choice. And here is Caleb Larimore. He has doubled and scored. He was hit by a pitch, and he flew out to Logan Fairfield on a fantastic play in his last at bat by Fairfield. Scrum. Ready to deliver. Strike call. Still runners on first and second. 2 away. And that one just missed.
Couldn't have missed by much.
I don't think so either. Scrum looks into Nick Graff. Has his sign. Checks on that runner at second a couple of times. And brings one home. Skips in there. Ball 2, 2-1. Shadows are getting along on the field. Scrum's ready to go with another pitch. And it's inside. Nice stop by Graff. But it's 3-1 now, the count, to Caleb Larimore, the catcher.
It's hard to hit when that shadow goes between the mound and the plate. Makes it tough.
Even makes it more amazing that Palmasano came up with that
I know.
smash line in that last at bat. Now the bases are loaded again. And up to the plate will come Lucas Alred. And we're going to have another courtesy runner. Coming in is Boyd Reeves to run at first base.
How many courtesy runners they got?
Yeah, as many as they got on the bench, they can use them to run.
Okay.
As long as it's for the catcher or the pitcher.
Oh, okay. How many catchers and pitchers do they have?
Well, they got the catcher at first base, and they got a courtesy runner that just came in and scored a little while ago. Bases juiced full of Crusaders again, and a foul ball out of play off of the bat of Lucas Alred. Alred has been on base 3 out of 4 times today. 2 walks, a single, and the only time he didn't get on was a little pop-up into foul territory that Brennan Jones caught. Kahok's trailed by 3, hoping to keep it right there. Came into this inning trailing by 1.
No way.
0-2 the count.
Make a pitch right here.
Alred awaits the next from Scrum with the bases loaded. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Step on the plate.
Step on the plate. Good to go. And that is the way that the top of the 7th comes to a close, but not before 2 more runs come across, and they are costly runs as we head to the bottom half of the 7th. The Kahawks, instead of trailing by 1, they trail by 3 and have a lot of work to do to come back in this one. And we'll tell you all about the bottom of the 7th after this timeout on the Kahawk Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back here at Fletcher Field, do or die time for the Kahawks as they trail by 3, 9-6, bottom of the 7th. Looking at their final 3 outs, it'll be up to Riker Kane, Brennan Jones, and Kyle Moore here in the inning. If anyone can get on, Logan Fairfield with a chance to bat. Bottom of the order coming up here for Collinsville. And Kane to lead us off. Riker Kane has reached on an error, struck out and popped up in this game. Mendoza back out there for his 3rd inning of work. 2+ anyway, and the first one's in the dirt. Kahawks trying to come back here and pick up a win, or they'll drop to 0-3 on the year with a doubleheader trip to Highland on Saturday. Inside.
Be smart right here. Need base runners.
Mendoza with a 2-0. Swinging a little bloop base hit right over the shortstop Bleich's head, and that's what you have to do. Can't come back unless you got runners on base. Collinsville picks up their 9th hit on the afternoon.
Number 50, first baseman Brennan Jones.
Althoff left the bases loaded in that last half inning. They have stranded 11 runners on base today. There's a swing and a chance for a double play. He has to come in on it, does Bleich, and his only throw is going to be to first, and he pulls the first baseman off the bag, so the first 2 have reached here for Collinsville in the bottom of the 7th. Third error on the afternoon for Althoff. Kyle Moore will come up with runners on first and second. Yeah, that's an error. When you throw the ball wide and make the first baseman come off the bag, that's an error.
Yes, it is. I didn't do that. We didn't do that much in St. Louis because we had Hernandez over there.
Oh, yeah.
He caught everything.
Quick meeting on the mound by the infielders for Althoff. And Kyle Moore, we'll see if he can keep the line moving. Kyle has a double, a walk, and a run scored. Struck out in his last at bat in the 5th. First pitch to Moore is outside. Nice block again there by Larimore. JV won 9-8. Freshman won 16-0. We trail here by 3. Next pitch to Moore. It's the outside corner, 1-1. That call happened a lot earlier in this game.
Yes, it did.
Mendoza brings the next. Strike again, same spot.
Okay, put it in play.
Moore from the right side awaits the 1-2 pitch from Mendoza. Here it comes. Outside, 2-2.
Got to find a way to get another base runner to give yourself a shot.
Tying run at the plate. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Mendoza's pitch on the way to Moore, swinging a foul ball right over the visitors' dugout. Moore digs back in once again. 2-2 pitch from Mendoza. On the way. Another foul ball. Staying alive. Spoiling some pitches along the way. We'll do it all over again. 2-2 the count. 2 runners on, nobody out. And here's the next pitch to Moore. Swinging a pop fly on the infield. Infield fly rule is called, and 1 out. Logan Fairfield will come up with 1 out and runners on first and second.
Logan Fairfield.
Back to the top of the order, and Rolando Colon waiting on deck, hoping to get a chance to bat in this game. Mendoza ready with the pitch. It's in the dirt. Althoff with a 3-run lead. Collinsville has the tying run at the plate with 2 outs and a foul ball that stays at home plate. That'll even things up at 1-1.
The old saying, we need a bloop and a blast.
That's right. I say the same thing when I'm golfing, except I need a pitch and a putt. Pitch. High fly ball. Center fielder Nate Enriquez calls for it, and he's underneath it for out number 2. So the Kahawks are down to their final out. Trying to not start the season 0-3, but that's a tall task now.
Number 1, Rolando Colon.
And here is Rolando Colon, who hit a home run yesterday. He does that right now, and we're tied.
That'll work.
That'll work. I'll take a base runner, though, so a base hit would work, too.
Yep.
Mendoza brings the first one home, swinging a foul ball. Out of play. Rich Soze Jr. is the manager, the head coach of Althoff, part of the Soje family, correct?
Yes.
The Soje family from down in Soje.
Yes. Owner of the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
The Gateway Grizzlies baseball team.
That's where the Cardinals' alternate training site is for right now.
That's right.
Until they get minor league ball up and running. They're supposed to be doing that in the first week of May.
That'll be good.
Yeah, it'd be good. Man, they didn't have any minor league ball last year at all. Swinging a shot right back up the middle, and the second baseman has to go off of him, and they're going to wave a runner home, and
there you go.
Riker Kane comes around to score, and Collinsville gets one of those back. RBI base hit by Cologne. 10th hit on the afternoon for Collinsville. Runners at first and second again. Jones is at second. Cologne is at first. And here is Josh Scrum. Scrum has been on base 3 times today. Pitch inside. Scrum grounded out to the shortstop Bleich in the first. Hit by a pitch in the third. Came around to score. Reached on an error in the fourth. Came around to score and was walked in the sixth and was stranded. Bouncing ball. Shortstop has it. Underhand toss to the second baseman, and that's the way. And this one comes to a close on a 6-4 putout. And Collinsville falls today by a score of 9-7. And that brings us into our post-game program brought to you by Dr. Chris McCluskey of Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, Mr. Ken Oberkfell, at least you got to see some runs this time. So after a couple of games under your belt here for this Kahok team, give me your thoughts.
Well, I like what I'm seeing. There's no quit in that team. They keep battling. They give themselves a chance. It's just they can't get everything going at the same time. You know, you got the pitching has a bad game, and the offense will have a good game. Pitching has a good game, offense struggles. But they get it all together. It's going to be a pretty good ball club to come and watch.
Well, as you can tell by looking at my screen, we got all kinds of pretty rainbow colors, which means my camera has just quit on me. So we're going to go ahead and play our commercials, and that's pretty much going to end it for us. Unless I can get this camera up and running between now and then. But thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you coming to help us, and we'll let you know when we're going to be up here again, and you can join us whenever you want to.
Sounds like I'll be here.
All right. Thank you very much. That is Ken Obergfell, 1974 CHS graduate and former Kahok baseball standout, and also a former St. Louis Cardinals World Series champion, third baseman with the 1982 club. We'll take a break, see if we get this camera working, and we'll come back and finish up this post-game show right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Well, welcome back to Fletcher Field. As you can tell, my camera's still out, so that's a real shame. I spent $400 on this GoPro camera, and I can't get it to complete a whole entire game, so I'm a little disappointed there. Collinsville lose tonight. They fall to 0-3 on the year. 9 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, and 12 left on base for Althoff. Collinsville, 7 runs on 9 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 10 base runners on base. Kahawks are back at it Saturday with a doubleheader at Highland. Althoff, they are at Jabot tomorrow at 4:30, and our next live stream will be tomorrow from Kahok Stadium. Football action as the Collinsville Kahawks are in the semifinals of the Mississippi Valley Bowl Series, and they'll be taking on the Mascoutah Indians. Game time 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air around 6:40 with the pregame show. For Ken Oberkfell, my name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow, everyone enjoy the rest of your evening.